Hello my loves, welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today we're going to get you clarity on how do they really feel about you now. So within that we'll look at their thoughts and feelings. We'll also take a look at is there any action they wish to take based on how they're feeling. And then stay with me till the end because you will also be able to ask any question that you want to Spirit about this connection and you will get a response. So we'll have a little Q&A with Spirit, which I always love to do. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Dr. V. It's so awesome to have you here. I wanted to send a big virtual hug to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's part of this family. You know how much I love you guys. Thank you for being here. So today we have as always, 3 groups. I'm going to show you the cards with the messages on them. We also have crystals. And we have so many ways for you to pick because we'll also be assigning zodiac signs to each group. So you can pick from 1, 2, 3, or you can pick them all, or you can pick your zodiac as well as your person's zodiac sign and combine those readings. So please do be gentle with yourself. There's no right or wrong answer here. Take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. But if you're at that place where you just want specific clarity and guidance on what's going on between you and your very special person, then I highly recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I just love doing live readings. It's my passion because I love seeing your beautiful face on video call. You can ask all of your questions right there in real time. You know, today I was telling one of my video call clients that I just feel so blessed because in the many years I've been doing this and in the over, I would say more than 500 clients that I have, hasn't been one person that I don't love. I mean, who gets to do that in their work? You guys are so amazing. I can't even say that there's even been one of you that I haven't absolutely just adored as a human being and as a client. So I just feel so blessed. Now, if you also are interested in a reading, but maybe not the live reading, I offer video recorded readings. So if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you have a lot of options there. You can see my entire menu. Now, if you're also the kind of person who loves to pull oracle cards at home, then I've created 2 decks for you, the Twin Flame Oracle as well as the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur. And the Twin Flame Oracle is one that I use in every reading. And this is the one that's for those of you who have or would like to start spiritual businesses. So you can also get these on my website as well as Amazon FBA with free shipping. All right, so let's get into your card choices. So for group number 1, we have Valiant Courage. Take action with passion, and this crystal right here. For group number 2, we have Great Adventure. Take a risk, venture forward, with this crystal right here. Group number 3, View from Above, get the big picture, with this crystal right here. And then let's assign zodiac signs. Group number 1, we have Pisces, Libra, Aries, Aquarius. Group number 2, we have Cancer, Leo, Capricorn, and Scorpio. And for group number 3, we have Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. All right, so go ahead and make your choice and we will get started with group number 1. My beautiful group number 1 that chose Valiant Courage, as well as Pisces, Libra, Aries and Aquarius, as well as this crystal right here. So let's see. How do they really feel about you now? So we're going to start with oracle cards. Then we will do your tarot. We'll also look at, is there any action they wish to take towards you? And stay with me till the end, because we'll do our spirit Q&A, where you get to ask spirit a question about this connection and you'll get a very direct answer. Blossoming. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. Journey. Okay. So I feel like right now, your person, for some of you, there might be a bit of a pause in this connection. Okay, like it feels like something has happened. Maybe there's been a rupture. I'm getting the word rupture from spirit. Okay, for some of you, I feel like there has been some sort of a rupturing energy, but it doesn't feel like it's permanent. You know how when something happens, it just kind of like, boom, like something just made the two of you kind of butt heads, and now people were upset and now you're kind of in your own corners? Because I'm getting that energy from this journey card. Like whatever this is between you and this person, it's not over. It's a journey. It's something that is gonna take its own time. This is not something that is fast. This is not something that is like a quick resolution or an answer today. I feel like that's also the same energy we're getting from this blossoming card. Like blossoming is beautiful, but it's not fast. It's slow. It's like a blooming, right? It's a journey. Like you have to plant the seeds and then you got to water them with the chemistry and the connection between the two of you. And then eventually this will blossom. So I feel like your person, how do they really feel about you? Right now, you guys might be in some sort of a difficult place, but they have not given up on you. Even if this is not a separation, for some of you, it could be. For others of you, maybe it's just like a bit of a, silence or a challenge right now. But they really do feel that you guys are on a journey. This is not over. Okay, there's nothing over about this, because you guys have incredible chemistry, and sometimes that chemistry also ignites a lot of passion between the two of you, in the sense that you guys could argue, you guys could butt heads, you guys could have this very coming close and then withdrawing a little because it gets too intense, like the chemistry gets too intense, and then people start like wobbling. I get this energy of intense chemistry that feels really good in the moment, but sometimes when it becomes overflowing, it becomes like an overflow, it gets wobbly. And what I mean by wobbly is that it starts to show up or leak it sideways, if that makes any sense. Because for some of you, I feel like there might even be something unspoken here, where it's like you each know how you feel. It's palpable, this chemistry, this connection, but nobody's actually naming it or saying it. Okay, that's for some of you, maybe not for everybody. Sometimes there's this sense of, because we're not openly saying it, the emotions are leaking out in other directions and other ways, okay? And the reason why I feel that is because I do feel that for some of you, there's other priorities going on here. Okay, so this even to me feels like there might even be a third party situation, but as I always say, it doesn't have to be romantic. It's anything that you feel is putting pressure, obstacles, challenges into this relationship, whether it's family dynamics, other responsibilities, kids from other relationships, finances, geography, right? Even to me, geographical distance, long distance relationship is also a form of a third party, because it's so hard to see each other, touch each other, hug each other, right? So I feel like this person is so incredibly drawn to you, okay? Like they can't stay away, even though there might be ruptures, even though there might be miscommunications, even though there's other priorities, even though sometimes this connection feels slow moving. But even then, it's like for them, it's not over. It's never going to be over, even if it's unstated or unspoken right now, because this is this is an unfolding journey. Okay, it's still unfolding. But for many of you, because this chemistry is so powerful, I feel like this person doesn't know where to put it. Okay, they doesn't know where the chemistry can go, especially if there's a third party, especially if there's a block or an obstacle. It's building up within this person. It's building inside of them, and then it becomes like a pressure cooker. So sometimes I feel like this person feels that their passion for you comes out sometimes, again, sideways. It comes out as sometimes like a butting of heads, or like a disagreement, because they don't know where to put that passion, especially if there's other considerations or other parties involved. How do they really feel? What else do they really feel? This one just flew out. So we have the Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, I do feel that we're getting a continuation of this energy of having priorities or responsibilities. Three of Pentacles. Like there's something here definitely that you guys are dealing with that could be like work related, geography related, like other responsibilities, needing to care about your reputation. Okay. Whether it's at work, whether it's personal, or both. Like there's this sense of like, okay, I can't just think about myself. I have other things I need to think about. I have to be very careful about how the way people see me, or I have to be very careful about my work. I can't lose my job. I can't lose my position. So I feel like that's where this priorities card is coming through as well. Like there's this sense of uncertainty, or like a sense of lack of security around not wanting to lose the position that they're already in. Okay, because this Nine of Cups here as the central energy is this person really does want to be happy. Okay, but right now there's also the sense of like, this is not the Ten of Cups, right? Which is more of like, I want to be happy with you as a couple, right? It's like a completion of that couple energy. So this to me is like that step that comes before that couple energy, which is the energy of like, I need to be stable first. I need to be happy and whole first before I can give fully. This is why I feel like it's a journey. Like to me, we haven't reached completion in this connection because it's still a journey that is unfolding. Exactly as I said, your person is trying to get to a stable place first within themselves with this Nine of Cups energy. So they might be somebody who's struggling with geography, finances, responsibilities, kids from previous relationships that they have a responsibility for, right? So it's almost like they feel like they can't put their happiness first. Okay, they cannot. It's a journey. Again, they're on the journey of being able to claim their own happiness, but they haven't gotten to the point where they even feel like, okay, it's my time. I can claim my happiness first. And if they can't claim that happiness for themselves, how are they going to get to that Ten of Cups? It's a journey. Okay, so I feel like right now there's something holding this person back because of those responsibilities. It might have to do with this Three of Pentacles, right? Some sort of responsibility, burden on the shoulder, right? And that is why they may be coming through right now with this Four of Cups energy, which is like they feel emotionally blocked, or they feel emotionally shut down, or they feel like right now they don't have the right to access their emotions. Like they may feel so much for you, and they do because of this chemistry, right? But it's blossoming. It's a slow burn, right? They might be trying to keep their chemistry with you under a tight lid because they're not able to offer you something full right now, right? They might be able to offer you something casual. They might ever be able to offer you their passion, but they may not be able to offer you a full life or a full commitment just yet. And so they're coming through as this Four of Cups, like, you know what, I feel very resigned, you know, like, yes, I feel the love, but I need to keep it underneath. I need to keep it suppressed because I don't have the capacity to openly give you that love right now. Okay, and that's why I feel like it's very hard for them, because we're having this Queen of Wands energy, which is a lot of passion, right? So there's a lot, again, chemistry, passion. You ignite this person, you bring them alive, you're magnetic to them, but they have to keep themselves under control because there's other factors that have to be dealt with before they can claim their own happiness. So there's a bit of a guilt around them claiming this happiness. But with the Six of Wands, I'm hopeful because I feel like this is the energy of them wanting this victory, like moving forward towards you, knowing that they will get there, but it's going to take its time. Again, this is the other card of a journey that is still unfolding, but that is not like fast, you know, not a fast journey, not something that's, you know, moving forward very quickly towards a resolution. So let's see then, is there any action in this immediate future that they wish to take towards you? See, there you have it with the big goals again, crossroads, journal, lessons. Yeah, okay. So see, this is more slow moving energy, okay? This person, this is very Three of Pentacles, this is very priorities, right? So again, this person, they're standing at a crossroads where they know that they need to make certain decisions, okay? And you are part of that. But there is a bigger picture here, Group 1, that has to do with whatever situation they are in right now. Okay, so whether that's a third party, whether that's long distance, whether it's a job that they really need to hold on to, but it might not be the best thing, like, but for now they have to like care about what happens in that job. They have to care about their reputation in that job. It could be a business. There's something here that is definitely needing resolution for them. And that is slowing the momentum of the connection, right? Like they have to deal with certain things. They're at a crossroads. There's certain decisions that need to be made. Absolutely, right? And that is why we're getting the journal and the lessons card, because these are cards of processing and learning, okay? These are the cards of, okay, I need to process through what is going on in my life right now and what decisions I need to make, because I am standing at a crossroads, right? That this is why we're not getting a lot of like action energy from these cards. It's more about contemplation. It's more about learning the lesson. It's more about processing so that they can come to the right action, so they can come to the right decision, so the action they take is the best one for this connection. So this person, it's weighing on them, okay? It's weighing on them heavily. And that is why I'm not surprised when you have the journal and the lessons card, why you have that Four of Cups, because you kind of have to put a lid over that Queen of Wands energy. You got to put a lid over the passion, right, that you feel in order to see clearly, in order to make the right decisions that need to be made in their life. And again, that is why to me, all of these cards are pointing to that journey. Okay, the journey is unfolding. There's big decisions that need to be made. So this is kind of the quiet before the storm. This is kind of the quiet, contemplated time before the momentum of action takes place. Okay, so you may just want to take this time as a breather, like breathing room for you, to get yourself centered and situated. So let's see. Why don't you go ahead and ask your question to Spirit? And here's your answer. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Good, because this is the time, like I said, if you're going to take a breather, you're going to like relax and lean back and take a breath, then this is the best time to do that and to listen to your intuition while you're doing that. Okay, so this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created. The Twin Flame Oracles, this one right here. They are at my website as well as Amazon FBA with free shipping. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. You have no idea how much it supports the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. That shows great adventure, as well as this crystal right here, as well as Cancer, Leo, Capricorn, and Scorpio. Let's see. How do they really feel about you at this time? So we're going to start with your oracle. Then we'll do your tarot. We're going to look at how they feel. We're going to look at if there's any action they wish to take. And then we'll end with the Spirit Q&A, where you get to ask Spirit any question about this connection and get an answer. Balance. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Oh, look at that, beautiful lovers. Oh, I love it. I love it. I get so excited when I see things like that. Okay, so I feel like right now I'm getting the same word that I got for group 1, which is rupture. I don't know, maybe rupture is the theme of today's reading. I don't know. I just feel that word very strongly. Maybe there is something going on in the collective right now, whether you're on a twin flame journey. It doesn't have to be, it could be soulmates. It could be anything. But maybe there is a bit of this sense of rupture going on in certain relationships where something is being cracked open so a new understanding, a new balance can come through. Okay, so if some of you are really struggling, I'm so sorry. If you're feeling heartbroken, if you're feeling like in emotional upheaval, like you're just feeling very emotionally cracked right now, just be gentle with yourself, okay? I feel so bad. I just want to send you my love because I do feel like there's something going on right now, but don't take it to heart, okay? I feel like this is a temporary rupture. I felt that for group 1, and from seeing this, I feel the same way. Like there is something that needs to come into balance right now. And it may not just be you, but it may also be in the collective. So I feel like your person right now, if there's been a bit of a silence, a challenge, an obstacle, or a rupture between the two of you because something just kind of broke open, somebody was not being honest, like from this make the effort, I just feel like there's an energy here of people holding back what they truly feel. And because they want to hold back what they truly feel, the way that manifests is through a lack of effort, right? Because the more effort you make, the more you show up, the more likely all of the things that you are repressing or holding down are going to come out, right? So I feel like your person right now, they're feeling really, really bad because they know that they've been doing this, that they've been hiding something from you, whether it's their true feelings, whether it's their true situation. They haven't made the effort and they know this. And it's because there's some sort of a deeper truth, and it could be as simple as they are so madly in love with you, but there's something in their situation where they can't come forward, okay? Whether it's a life situation, whether it's a third party, or whether it's just their own internal demons that are keeping them from stepping up. And whenever I get the make the effort card, I also definitely feel like avoidant energy, right? So some of you may be dealing with somebody who is like an avoidant personality, whether it's like a fearful avoidant, a dismissive avoidant, an anxious, like there's so many different ones, right? So I feel like whatever that is, this person is definitely wanting to ask your forgiveness, okay? They feel really, really bad for the fact that they either didn't make an effort or they disappeared when things got hot and intense. I feel like this person, when things get very intense in this lover's energy, because look how intense these two are, right? When it's not that they don't want to be with you this way, but I feel like for many of you, when they are with you like this, when it's intense, when it's like this intense physical, emotional, spiritual time that they share with you, sometimes they retreat because it really engulfs them, or it overwhelms their emotional peaks, right? So you may find that this person can be intensely attracted to you, intensely with you in this lover's energy, but then they also withdraw, and then like you might go through a period where you feel like they're not showing up or making an effort. And that is because this person, one of their greatest challenges is balance. They sometimes have a hard time regulating their emotions. They get engulfed, they get overwhelmed, they run, they hide, they max out. So I feel like right now they're really in a place where they are self-punishing. Okay, they're punishing themselves. They feel really bad. They're out of balance right now. They love you. They feel very deeply for you, but they also know that they've hurt you. Okay, they've done things. Again, take it as it resonates for your situation. They've done things. Sometimes it's not even what they have done, it's what they haven't done that has been so hurtful, like not making the effort, not stepping up, not claiming you, not claiming this connection, not giving it a name, not giving it a future, right? So I feel like this person very much, they want your forgiveness. They may or may not know how to ask for it. Maybe they're preparing to ask for it. Maybe they're gathering up their courage. Whatever it is, this person knows that they have hurt you or disappointed you or let you down, and they feel really terrible about it. But right now, it might be coming across as silence on their part, right? Like you might be like, well, what's up with you? Like, why are you so quiet? Why aren't you around? What's wrong? Why did you disappear? Well, it's their shame. And that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse at all. But if they've been silent, it's because they're processing their own shame right now, based on what they did or didn't do for you and for this connection. So what else can you tell us? This one flew out, about how they really feel. There you go, Three of Swords. King of Swords. Temperance, another balance issue. Okay, so we know now for sure, it's being underlined, emphasized by Spirit, that this person is out of balance. Ten of Swords, yep. Two of Cups. Wow, okay. Yeah, same issue, okay? They want to be with you, Two of Cups. But there's something in their life, and it could just be even a mental energy. There's something in their world or in their mental energy. We're getting a lot of Swords energy, where it's like they are really getting defeated by their own thoughts. Okay, so this is not you. You are not doing anything. You haven't done anything to defeat this person. This person is defeated by their own mental paralysis, like their own spinning. Like I feel like this person is spinning mentally, Temperance, and they're really suffering mentally right now. Like they're obsessively thinking about you. They're obsessively going over everything, but they're not reaching a balance or a resolution quite just yet, Temperance. See, they're seeking balance. They're seeking answers. They're not reaching it quite just yet, because I feel like there's too much Swords energy, right? Yes, they're heartbroken, but it's Three of Swords. Like it has to do with their ego as well. It has to do with their pride. It has to do with how they mentally see you, see themselves, right? It's just too much Swords energy. So they're spinning right now. And to me, when somebody is spiraling and spinning, a lot of it has to do with mental energy that is out of control. But the only way to ground that is through your emotions, accessing your heart space. But we're only getting a Two of Cups there, which is kind of just like baby steps, right? It's like inching towards, yes, I want to be with you. Yes, I want to hold hands with you like this. Yes, I want to see what's possible. But it's a very kind of beginner's energy, right? Like they're inching towards this. It's not really about arrival right now, right? And I feel like this person, it's almost like their challenge from the universe is, well, how bad does it have to get before you claim this love? Okay, how bad does it have to get before you finally mentally reach a breaking point? They need to reach a mental breaking point, okay? But they have a lot of mental stamina, unfortunately, King of Swords. Like, this person relies upon their mental stamina to keep them afloat, instead of opening up their heart space. So everything falls back to the default of, oh, my mind will tell me, my logic will tell me, I'm going to stand behind my mind. My thoughts say this, so I'm going to be okay. I'm just going to do what my thoughts say. But their thoughts are not helping them. That's the problem. Their thoughts are not helping them. Their thoughts are undermining, okay? Their thoughts are unraveling this person mentally, because their thoughts are blocking the heart space. And when you block that heart space, Temperance, your greatest problem becomes your balance. Okay, you're unbalanced, you're out of balance. Interesting. So yeah, this person is not in a good place about you. Okay, they're spiraling, they're caught in their head, they're caught in their mind. They are thinking about you nonstop and they're spiraling. So let's see, is there any action coming from this person? Will this person take action towards group 2? Oh, this one just popped off, so we'll take it. Free will. That's an extra card for you. Hesitation. It just slid in. I don't know if the camera picked it up. Ego. Potential. Outcome. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah. So, okay, this person knows, they know that the outcome here is very much dependent on what risk are they willing to take. Are they willing to take the mental and emotional risk to have you? This is the question. And this is why right now they're spiraling in their head. Okay, because they know that if they were to truly have you and want you, they would have to jump off that cliff. This is also very much like the fool's energy, right? Free will. I'm going to jump. I'm going to take the risk. I don't know what's going to happen, but I have to have faith that it will work out. But see, they're still hesitant. They're still stuck in their ego. This is also very much swords energy, mental energy. So this person is spiraling in their mind. They know what the potential is here. Okay, they know. They know what they're going to regret, what they're going to miss out on if they let you go. But look at this. We still have hesitation and ego, so they're going to have to get over this. And it's interesting because this is similar to group 1 in the sense that it's still this energy of a rupture that has happened, but you've got to let this person kind of deal with it on their own. You got to let this person suffer through it. You cannot ease their pain. You cannot give them comfort, because if you give them comfort at this time, they will not reach clarity, and they need to reach clarity on their own. And I feel like maybe that is what is going on in the collective right now. That the universe is telling the collective, if your person is struggling right now to make a decision, to make a choice, don't make it easier for them by being nurturing, by being caring, by saying, oh, I'll wait, everything's fine. No, they need to sit in that, because only then will the outcome come that is worthy of you. Only then will you get an outcome that is worthy of you, where you didn't have to be the one to clean up the mess, where you didn't have to be the one to take emotional leadership where it's not necessary, where somebody is an adult and needs to take that leadership for themselves. So I think this is what's going on in the collective at this time. So go ahead and ask your most urgent question about this connection. And this is Spirit's answer. Success. See? I love it. Because to me, this is a confirmation. This is a confirmation that if you step back and just focus on your joy, your balance, your temperance, you make the effort for you. You don't wait for this person to make an effort. You make the effort for you. You support you. You step up for you. And that is the path to true success here. And that is the path, to me, because I feel like this potential and outcome, to me, that is the path to seizing your own potential. This is all about your own potential, the success of that and the outcome that you so deserve, okay? There's success. I feel like there's an extra message here, group 2. There is success waiting for you here that is outside of this. This is a separate issue. Just you, your personal potential, your personal success. There's so much waiting for you in your own life that is on top of whatever this love is. Okay, so take that as an extra message from Spirit, because we also got an extra card here. So Spirit has your back. Okay, so this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created, the Twin Flame Oracles, this one right here. You can get these Amazon FBA or my website with free shipping. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe. Give this video a like. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 who chose View from Above, as well as this crystal right here, and Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. Let's see. How do they really feel about you? We'll take a look at that. Their thoughts and feelings. We'll also look at, is there any action they wish to take towards you? And then stay with me till the end, because we'll also do Spirit Q&A. So you'll get to ask your question and get an answer from Spirit. So we're going to start here with your oracle, and then we will do your tarot as well. As always, realization. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. Change. Okay. Again, look at this. Wow. This is the same energy. So now I'm convinced that right now there is some sort of a rupture going on in the collective, but it's a good thing. Okay, it's a good thing, because we've gotten it in every reading, and here it is right here. This is the point of rupture again. So as I told the other 2 groups, I know that word can sound a little scary, but it's actually a really good thing spiritually, because that means that something needed to crack open, because we're also getting free yourself. That's also another rupture energy. Wow, Spirit, thank you. I'm so grateful. Look at this. Spirit has been on fire this reading, trying to tell us over and over again that whatever ruptured, whatever cracked right now, needed to happen so you could free yourself. Okay, you could free yourself and prepare yourself for much better change. Okay, for changes that are really good. And I feel like that's exactly what your person is feeling. Okay, so if you have had, you know, obstacles, challenges, maybe there is some sort of a rupture, as in maybe you step back, maybe there's a silence, maybe you've been in some sort of pseudo separation, you know, like minimal contact, less contact, people don't know what's going on, there's a bit of a haze, a fog. That's because there is a major change coming through, and your person is very much aware of this. And that is why they're going through realization, because only rupture brings realization. Usually people don't realize things just in the status quo, right? It's possible it happens, but it also depends on their spiritual awareness, right? A lot of people who are, you know, really on that spiritual path of evolution, they definitely have realizations outside of rupture. Like, they don't need that because they've worked on their healing, right? They've worked on their connection to the universe, their connection to divinity and spirit. And so they don't need things to fall apart in order to realize things. But not everybody is like that. Everybody's on a different journey. Your person is on the journey of, okay, I'm realizing things, but I'm realizing them through change, like through something that is shifting. Okay, they feel that you are freeing yourself from them. Okay, and that has been very difficult for them. They're coming to a realization that you might be pulling away, or you might be withdrawing your energy, even if it's not permanent. Like, you're kind of testing this person if I withdraw, what realization or what understanding do they come to, right? And that's where it's like they're kind of bracing themselves because of the change, right? Like it's definitely a change for them. I feel like even if you're in contact with them, they can feel that maybe energetically you have stepped back. Like you're not pouring so much of yourself into them. Okay, you're not as attentive, you're not as loving, and that's fine. Like, you're not giving the same level of energy, even if you haven't fully walked away. Like, whatever you've been doing that is different with this person, just know, group 3, that they are feeling it, and they're feeling it very strongly, even if they're not saying it. Okay, because ultimately it's leading them into that new place of understanding, right? New ideas, innovation, and forms of illumination, which is also another way of saying realization. Okay, so whatever you're doing, whatever has happened, is creating illumination in this person. It is giving them a light bulb moment that is incredibly the right thing that needs to happen. Like it's something that should have happened already, but it's okay. Let it happen now. This person needed this light bulb. Okay, they needed this moment of illumination to be able to see what they might be taking for granted in their love and in your love for them, like what they might be taking granted in what they have in this relationship with you. Maybe they felt that you would always be there. They thought they would always have your love, like you're not going to withdraw. You're always going to be the steady, stable person in their life. And maybe from that, they were taking advantage without realizing it. I'm not saying they're a bad person, but maybe they just were so sure in your love and in your presence that they didn't show up for you equally in the same way, right? So now that you're freeing yourself, whether you've withdrawn yourself completely, whether you've withdrawn your energy, whether you're totally different in the way you're approaching them, they're feeling it. And it's bringing about that realization. So what else? What else do they really feel now? Seven of Pentacles, Hierophant, Two of Swords, King of Cups, Empress. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. So I feel like this, again, look at the central energy here, Two of Swords. So this is really important. This is about realizations. This is about needing to understand what is at stake. What is at stake here? So again, to me, the general theme is that sense of rupture. And when you have a crack, when something cracks open, you know that the message is that you need to make a decision. Now, I feel like part of what they're trying to decide is the problem with the Two of Swords is that you always have a figure with a blindfold on, right? So they may not be seeing clearly because it's swords energy. So they might be looking through ego, they might be looking through their mind, not really through their heart as much, right? But luckily, next to that Two of Swords, we have this King of Cups. So it is there. Right? It's there. But I feel like this person, as much as they deeply, deeply love you and you crack open deep emotions within them, they might right now be trying to get a hold of their emotions, like trying not to be emotional. Two of Swords. They're trying to take decisions from something that is more rational and mental. So the more they feel for you, the deeper they feel, the deeper their love, the more they are trying to not be emotional. The emotions are there. They don't want to be emotional. Okay. And for some of you, the reason for that might be because there is some sort of a third party. Okay. With this Hierophant, for some of you, this person could be still legally tied to somebody else, either through marriage or business or whatever. But this is also, if that's not the case, this also represents rigidity in the way someone thinks. Right? So the more rigid you are in the way that you're thinking, the more you're going to try to come to this situation, which is all about love, from like, oh, I have to be rational. I have to counter this depth of emotion that I feel by being very clear on what I believe. So they're trying to use their beliefs, the rigidity around their opinions to keep them safe from being engulfed by this King of Cups. Because they feel so much. They feel so deeply, they feel so much, but they need to be practical. Seven of Pentacles. They want to be practical. They want to just plant seeds, see what's going to happen, but they're playing the long game, not the short game, okay? Because the long game is where they feel more secure. So this is why I'm saying they see you very much in this Empress energy. And for those of you who are in that phase of life where you may want to, start a family, they definitely see that. But part of the Empress is also the birth of new ideas, the birth of and the creation of something new that is full of an air of abundance, right? An abundance of love, an abundance of understanding, abundance of whatever this person wants. So I feel like right now they're trying to balance their emotions with their practical concerns, okay? They're trying not to get emotional and trying not to get carried away, especially if this feels like a breaking point. If it feels like right now there's a rupture between the two of you, are not talking, or there's something where you're not agreeing, something is out of alignment, they're like doubling down on trying to be rational rather than emotional. Okay, they're not coming at it from, okay, I need to open my heart. They're like, no, my heart is already like way too invested. I need to think about what's rational. I need to stick to my guns on what I believe, my opinions, even though this Empress is driving me crazy. I'm like so magnetically attracted to this Empress. But no, I gotta plant these seeds, water them, take my time, play the long game. So let's see, is there any action this person wishes to take? Home, memories, split energy. There you go. Fall. Okay. So, yeah, for some of you, this person's split energy is definitely pointing back to the Hierophant. Okay, so for some of you, this person's split energy has to do with some other connection that they might be in, or, this person could be in some sort of like a living situation or a marital situation where it's more about memories and obligation and responsibility based on a home that was created, right? So it could also have to do with like just property, like straight out like living situation, money, finances, property. That's for some of you. For others of you, they are in, again, split energy is very Two of Swords energy, right? Trying to decide, okay, what kind of change, and this fall energy is the same as this change card right here. What kind of change am I willing to make? Because I feel like this person knows that there are certain changes that they need to make in order to have you in their life, or in order to fully build a home with you and commit to you, okay? So I feel like that's what this person is trying to decide. There's something here, and it depends on your situation. What needs to change? What major decision needs to happen here that they're not taking? Two of Swords. They're stalling, right? They're stalling on creating this. And that's why you have freed yourself. Maybe you waited and waited for this person to do something. And because they didn't, they had split energy. They weren't willing to make the changes, to make the tough calls, make the difficult decisions, to build an actual home with you, to create something real with you. Now they're just stuck in the memory of you, okay? They're stuck in the memory of you because they didn't take action, or they're still figuring out what action to take, and they're still coming from the split energy. But I'm still hopeful that change is coming, okay? That eventually this is going to shift, this is going to change. But that rupture was necessary because, again, if something has cracked here, if something has, broken down between the two of you, again, I said this to the other two groups, this person needs to kind of be in this energy of figuring it out. You cannot soften the blow. They need the clarity. They need to feel the pain. They need to feel the loss. They need to live just with your memories, not with you, in order to come to the right decision. and get out of that split energy. So go ahead and think about what is your question about this connection within the next few months, okay? So take that as it resonates for your situation, within the next few months. Very interesting. So maybe there's a timing here, okay? So this tells me that for your situation, again, because we're getting that Two of Swords and a split energy, so we're seeing that there right now this person is struggling with a split energy in terms of taking a decision, okay? Making a concrete decision. But because that decision, we have two cards of change. So that decision is going to cause major change, and that's why they're delaying. That's why they're hesitating, because there's something big here that is going to change. And so if you've asked the question, okay, when will this shift? It looks like it's going to shift within the next few months. Okay. So this is what I have for you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I created. Twin Flame Oracles, this one right here. And these are both at my website as well as Amazon FBA with free shipping. Make sure you check out livetarot.com. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one.